What's going on, YouTube? I'm back at you again with another fragrance review. Today, we're going to hop right into things and get into Givenchy Gentlemen Only Casual Chic. Long title for a fragrance, I know. And the interesting thing about this fragrance is it gets a lot of hate that I've noticed in terms of just the naming convention, because there are multiple formulations of Givenchy Gentlemen Only Casual Chic, Gentleman. And I think there's even a new one that just recently came out. So we're not going to even get into that. We're just going to focus on Givenchy Gentlemen Only Casual Chic. I got this one at my Scentz subscription. And again, I really dig Scentz because it allows me to explore and test drive many of the fragrances that I'm interested in without committing to a full bottle. So I'm on the 2 fragrances per month plan. So I get 2 atomizers, cases, twist up, full per month. And from there, I figure out, hey, if this is worth a full bottle or if it's not. So if you haven't tried Scentz yet, definitely do so. I'll give my referral link because you get a free cologne and I get a free cologne. Because, I mean, who doesn't like smelling good? And I love free. So getting right into it. Givenchy Gentlemen Only Casual Chic debuted in 2015. The nose behind this one is Jean-Jacques. The category on this one is going to be a woody spicy. Last time I wore this one, I think it was around late November. And in that, I wore it to one of my friends had a boys' night out at the crib. We ended up hanging out, eating, drinking, smoking, hanging out. And then we ended up going out later on that night. So I really felt like it was that was going to be one of the more better uses for it in terms of being in somewhat of an intimate crowd, but not so much. So I gave it a shot. We'll talk more about what my experience was with that. Now, the notes in this, that's in the top, we have a tonic of cardamom, juniper, and ginger. In the mid, we have woody notes of birch and cedar. In the base, we have sandalwood and ambroxan. So, in my experience, what I smell in this one, give it some blast there, don't rub it in, let it dry down a little bit. What I smell in this one, what I smell off top was really the star of the show in this one is juniper. The juniper is kicking ass in this fragrance. And I actually like juniper. That berry freshness, I like. It smells really good on my skin. And it has this really fresh regalness about it that I really dig. So, and again, that's the juniper being the star of the show. I instantly felt sexy the moment I put this on. And I would say this one kind of has that Swiss Army knife appeal where you can use it in various different settings or various different times of the year, and it can really work for you. Again, I didn't do any priming or any additional moisturization other than my normal keeping my skin moisturized and fresh and ready, keeping my skin in tip-top condition to be able to receive and really absorb a fragrance and really like give me the experience of allowing it to resonate. So the projection, my first P, I'm going to give the projection on this one. Since it was probably a moderate scent cloud, maybe 2.5 feet. It was light projection though. It wasn't overwhelming. So I'll give this one an 8. I'll give this one an 8. And the performance. Now I will say this. I could still smell this one on me as I was driving home at 2 a.m. So I put it on at about 9 p.m. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So it lasted roughly about 5.5 hours. I could still smell it projecting off me lightly. And like I said, that's a light projection, or should I say it performed and hung around. So I'll give it a 10 for that. It really did well in performing and sticking around. So the play, I didn't get any compliments on this one. I always say this, but I feel the need to always say it again. I'm not in the fragrance game for compliments. If I get some, great. If not, okay, great too. I really like how this one smells on me. Another thing I like about Scentz is how you get a full case and atomizer a month. Some other fragrance companies just send you this one. Just send this, and then you just put it in the atomizer. I get various colors. And you know what I mean? Variety is the spice of life for me. See, I even got a red one. of another fragrance. So I really feel like Scentbox is a great portal and gateway to trying different colognes, because again, they have some more of the premium scents. I won't say those names because that's another review. But getting back to our review, the price. Let me say this. The price, since it was half of my monthly subscription, roughly about $15, half of my monthly subscription of $30, which makes this one $15 for 8 milliliters, basically a third of an ounce. I'll give it a 9. I didn't spend a lot of money on it, so I don't feel like I had a loss there. I'll be very fair and say the presentation of the original bottle, I like how that's set up, that kind of gray with the glass and the orange stem. I dig that, so I'll give that a 7 for the presentation of the bottle and boxing. Now, the reason for the season for this one, I'd say fall, winter, and maybe early spring. I don't see this one performing very well in the high heat. I feel like it would burn off somewhat quick. So yeah, as I stated before, I didn't get any compliments, but I like the way the scent smells on me. So the play there, I'm going to give it a 9. And I'm usually not very, what should I say? I'm usually not very generous in that department, just for the simple fact of, if I like a fragrance on me, I like it on me, and that's fine. So it is what it is. And like I said, I didn't get any compliments, but again, I wasn't necessarily looking for them either. I was around a bunch of dudes all night, and I've not had a lot of experience where dudes are very forthright to say, man, you smell good. It's happened before, but again, men, we can be very kind of closed down that way. And we don't usually compliment each other much on how good we smell, etc. We may do it in a roundabout way, like, man, what you got on? And leave it at that. Not necessarily, man, what you got on? It smells great. So again, but I'm different that way. If I feel like I like what you got on, I'll tell you, I like what you got on. It smells good. What is it? But I'm a fragrance head, so I can't expect necessarily everybody to do that. It just makes sense to me, about me. I don't feel that this one is warranting of taking up another spot in my already full collection. Again, there may be some room for it elsewhere when I run out of something else, but also too, I have Givenchy Gentleman, the 2017 release, or better yet, I have Givenchy Gentleman, the 2018 release, and that's another review for another time. I'll get more into that. But for some reason, the next price, this one is super pricey right now. I think it's discontinued or it's in limited supply, and I've been seeing it online for anywhere between $150 to $300 for 3.3 fluid ounce. Only the cologne, only the eau de toilette. And to me, that's a hell no. I'm not getting ready to spend that much on a fragrance at this time. I've not found any fragrances that really feel like, oh, this $300, I have to spend it for this. It's not that deep to me. And again, I'm not at that place where I'm chasing down niche colognes. No disrespect to anybody that is. I just have been finding fragrances that have a good smell to it and some good longevity. I don't need to go any further than that. But again, like I said before, this one is a little confusing. The House of Givenchy is their naming convention. The Givenchy from the 70s kind of has the gentleman branding. And then the newer releases have the same name, instead of them having somewhat of a different moniker or a different naming convention. They're all kind of under the same nomenclature. And again, the public is not pleased with that. So it receives a lot of hate. I don't think it's deserving of the hate, but it also isn't deserving of the inflated price tag. So again, this has been a super duper quick review of Givenchy Gentleman Only Casual Chic. And again, I thank you guys for tuning in to my channel. I love you guys so very much. And again, stick around for some additional details in terms of my new sneaker that's coming out, that's already out, that you can place a pre-order for. And again, check out my other YouTube videos of various cologne reviews. So we got some how-tos up there, some styling things. And again, I want to make sure my channel is the one-stop shop of uncommon scents as well as some uncommon styles. Again, I love you guys, and I'm out.